Hello YouTubers, beer geeks, and beer hounds alike. Bill here. We're going to do a beer review. This one is by Samuel Smith, Old Brewery, Tadcaster. Basically Samuel Smith. It's called the Celebrated Oatmeal Stout. And this is a product of England. This is a bomber bottle I got at Total Wine More for like $3.50. It says the Celebrated Oatmeal Stout, an opaque, wonderfully silky and smooth textured ale with a complex medium dry palate and bittersweet finish. Brewed with well water, the original well sunk in 1758 is still used. It's got malted barley, roasted barley, oatmeal, yeast, and hops. Fermented in open-top stone Yorkshire squares. Celebrated Oatmeal Stout is a style benchmark revived by Samuel Smith and the inspiration for hundreds of commercial oatmeal stouts. Samuel Smith brews at a small traditional British brewery, the oldest brewery in Yorkshire. And there's no ABV on it, but this is what the label looks like. Okay. It says knocking down the lively head of yeast formed during fermentation in stone Yorkshire squares. It shows the homeboy doing it. I'm not sure what the ABVs on this is, but I'm sure it's probably around 5% because I've had Samuel Smith beers long time ago, and they run about 5%, but I will post that in the description section at the bottom of the video when I'm done with this review. So let's get a crack open and see what we got here. Samuel Smith was one of my first craft beer transitions, that in Sierra Nevada, and I do remember all of them were good. All the Samuel Smith beers are awesome, but I've never reviewed them until recently. This is my second review on Samuel Smith. And let's see what we got here. That was about 7-8 years ago. I was in the Samuel Smith mode when I first got into craft. Really good transitional beers if you're new to craft beer, because they're a little lower on ABV and they're just not over the top as far as, like, you know, hoppiness and stuff goes. I don't remember what this one was like, so this is kind of like a new one again for me. Except now my palate's very advanced, so I'll be able to enjoy it, I think, a lot more now. Once again, that's what the label looks like. You know it's going to be good when it says oatmeal. Oatmeal just makes the best malt in beers. It's so silky smooth pretty much all the time when they used oatmeal. And this is their stout. I love me a stout. I'm in a stout and porter mode right now, brown ale. Right, let's see what we got here. Got a monster frothy creamy head, tan color. Really nice looking head there. Yeah, we have a dark brown with ruby notes around the edges. Really beautiful looking beer. As you can see, really neat looking. Wow, that's a trip because the porter was just as dark as this, so pretty close in as far as the looks go. I just did their Taddy Porter and it looks very similar to this, but we'll see the difference here. Alright, let's get an aroma on this puppy. Right up front, I'm getting like dark fruits. I'm getting some chocolate notes. That's about what I'm getting. Let's get a hit. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Nelly. Man, that head is just, I got a donut on top. This thing's got some body to it. It might be a little higher than 5%, I'm not sure, but I will put it at the bottom of the video there. Let's get another hit. Cheers. Okay, the taste follows the aroma. It does have some general hop bitterness in there, giving it kind of a little bit of a hop bite, a little bit of a tangy hop bite. It's very tasty, it's very well balanced. It's just a beautiful beer visually and very tasty, high quality beer. It's got a medium to almost heavy mouthfeel, which is interesting because I'm sure it's a lower ABV beer, but they make it so well that it hits like a heavier beer. It hits like a Imperial American Stout, pretty much. Let's get another hit, see if I can pick up something else. I'm almost getting like a black licorice note in there. So we got like dark fruits, chocolate, maybe a touch of black licorice and a little bit of hoppiness. See if we can pick up something else. Cheers. Almost like a fig note. Or like maybe almost like a raisin note. We're getting roasted malts. Yeah, it's about what I got. So we got dark fruits, roasted malts, chocolate, a little bit of raisin, a little bit of just maybe a little bit of black licorice, and some slight hoppiness. This puppy has a really silky, smooth mouthfeel. That must be from the oatmeal. It's got excellent head retention and lacing on the glass there. England makes awesome beers. They're about the quality, not the how high alcohol they can get on their beers. Although I do like higher alcohol beers also, but you can have a real tasty beer like this, and like most of their other ones with lower ABV, which is nice because that means you could session with this puppy if you wanted to, no problem, without getting too hammered. We'll swirl it one more time, we'll wrap it up. Last train home. Yeah, that's really delicious. So silky smooth, easy drinking. It's a very, very tasty beer. Is it the best stout I've ever had? No. But it probably is the best lower ABV stout I've reviewed so far. Yes. So with that said, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I'm going to give this English puppy 4.3. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. I'll have the description of it at the bottom of the video there, along with the ABVs. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subbed me yet, please do so if you'd like. I'd much appreciate it. And 4.3 is my story, and I'm sticking with it. Alright, we'll catch you later. See ya.